What is up, guys? This is David from Bronx Banter coming at you with another episode. This one kind of came out of left field and out of nowhere, partially, and I'll kind of break that down a little bit. But right after the Yankees swept the Astros, there didn't feel like there was going to be much more news outside of just the pandemonium, I guess, going on within Yankees community and fans and all of New York just being ecstatic, not just at the fact that we swept the Astros, but in the fashion that we did, and the contributors that we've had. But maybe the Yankees are interested in adding another contributor next offseason. It sounds crazy that we're only a week into the 2024 season, and we're already talking about possible free agents in the 2025 season, but we have to hop on this as soon as we can because it is reported that the Yankees are currently interested and scouting Japanese pitching superstar Roki Sasaki, according to SNY. Now, if you guys don't know who Roki Sasaki is, he pitched exceptionally well in the WBC, where that's where a lot of the attention and eyes came from. He is super young. When he pitched in the WBC, I believe he was only 21. Now he's currently 22. And he was seen as the best pitcher coming out of Japan. And that was when Yamamoto was still in Japan. So it's very interesting to kind of talk and break down this, and that the Yankees are interested in trying another time in another Japanese superstar. I would argue that maybe Roki Sasaki may get even a bigger bag than what Yamamoto got for a few reasons, and we'll kind of break that down. But first, I want to share with you the exact quote from SNY. Yankees after Japanese pitcher Roki Sasaki. 8 teams scouted right-hander Roki Sasaki's season debut for the Chiba Lotte Marines in Japan over the weekend. According to Yahoo Japan, the Los Angeles Dodgers, New York Mets, and the New York Yankees were among the teams scouting them, per Los Angeles Times and SNY. So we also have some competition. Clearly, there's going to be many more people. Like, that's just how it works. So, and arguably, I would think there's going to be more that are going to jump on the bandwagon. We currently already have 8 teams just in the first start of the 2024 season. 8 teams. And, of course, some of the heavy hitters being the Mets, knowing that they're willing to spend. Dodgers, they're just the Dodgers, which seems crazy to me because they already got Yamamoto. They got Ohtani coming back. They have Glass. They have so much pitching already, but, hey. And then they, of course, none other than our New York Yankees. And it's very interesting to kind of break this down because he's super young, like I've mentioned. And he really wants to hit free agency and head to the MLB. And if he does so, it'll be around the age 23 season. Yamamoto was 25. And there's been part of the reason why Roki Sasaki is seen as even more highly touted than Yamamoto are for a few reasons. One, because he's younger, and not just because he's younger, but because at Roki's age, Roki is much more advanced and developed than when Yamamoto was at that same age of 22 to 23. So it is projected that Roki's going to develop even better and come out to be an even better pitcher sooner than Yamamoto. And one thing I didn't actually look into that I'm very interested to see is Roki's stature. I know Yamamoto's a great pitcher regardless, but at 5'8", there's been concerns with Yamamoto and his stature, and maybe the wear and tear that may come from his arm. Bigger guys usually, though they could typically break down quicker, it's a little less pressure on the arm since it's, more force and more weight is behind the pitch, being much taller. So, but again, Roki Sasaki seems to have better stuff and develop much quicker than Yamamoto, which is going to be very interesting to see. We saw how much he mowed down the USA team in the WBC, which doesn't always mean everything. We see Yamamoto similarly do the same thing and then come over to the US, and he had a great opening day, but kind of struggled in spring training. But I guess that's all kind of natural and a part of it. But let me know what you guys think. I wanted to update you guys on this latest news of Roki Sasaki. Going to be bringing you more updates as they come because this could be an amazing addition to what we feel and consider is a solid rotation. Not a stellar, not a lights out, not a star-studded rotation, but a solid rotation with, of course, Cole is aging. So getting a young ace and star from Japan like Roki could help kind of ease the transition of when Garrett Cole gets old. When Garrett Cole ages and probably lowers in productivity, Roki will be not even still heading into his prime. So that'll be a good transition for the Yankees if they do end up getting Roki. And he could be kind of the next Tanaka. As we always say, any Japanese pitcher that comes over to the Yankees is going to feel like another Tanaka. Similarly to when CC was aging and Tanaka kind of took over on the rotation, we could see the same effect with Roki and Garrett Cole. So Garrett Cole up at the top, Roki probably pitching second. Who knows? Maybe even third. Especially if Rodon has an amazing year this year, which I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. So you'll have maybe Garrett Cole, Rodon, Roki. You still have another year of Stroman, and then you have Nestor for just one more year. And that's another thing and another reason. I know a lot of people may think that maybe Roki may not be the right move to go for. We have a lot of pitchers, and we want to give room for Beater, for Warren, or for even Heel, depending on how he does this year. But we have Nestor Cortez. After this year, he's going to only have one more year left on his contract. Same thing with Stroman. I believe so. I know there's an interesting clause and thing to his contract, but same thing with Stroman. Nestor Cortez, Stroman, and yeah. So we have some guys that are going to be coming off the rotation, coming off the books, and I don't wish this on anyone, but maybe one of those two could end up being trade bait rentals for other teams if we do end up signing Roki. So there's a bunch of ways that the Yankees could go about the further development of this rotation. And that could kind of start with Roki Sasaki kind of helping revitalize this already what seems to be competent, at least, rotation as we're only 1 week into the season. But let me know again what you guys think. Are you interested in Roki? Are you getting kind of PTSD from Yamamoto, especially seeing that the Dodgers are interested? And honestly, again, another one that I'm a little bit concerned about are the Mets. They were in on Yamamoto. Obviously, Yamamoto wasn't interested really in on the Mets. We don't know what Roki's interests are going to be. And not only that, but the Mets said they're projected to be competitive in the 2025 and 2026 season. That was their goal. They announced that last year when they were trading off a lot of the guys that they signed. And if I'm not mistaken, if I have my math right, when Roki's a free agent or projected to be a free agent, that's going to be in that time window that they want to be competitive. We already know that the Mets are going to be even more aggressive than what they were this last offseason. So I am a little bit concerned on the Mets as well. But if you're going to go to any New York team, why not come to the Yankees? The Yankees are better. We all know that. Sorry, Mets fans, not sorry. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Roki. Again, are you interested in getting PTSD? Are we in? Are we not in? This is going to be a big bag but when he signs with the team. He's going to probably expected to hit free agency in 2020 at the age of 23. And if that's the case, that's 2 years younger than Yamamoto. That means a longer contract, most likely more guaranteed money on that contract. It's going to be very, very, very interesting to see how much guaranteed money he's going to get. So it's just going to be a fun ride. And this offseason is going to be crazy. Not only do we have Roki, but this next offseason, we also have Burns that's available that a lot of Yankee fans kind of would love. I would love him as well. We also have Max Fried if he doesn't sign an extension. And that's just to name a few. Shane Bieber, I believe, is also. So those are 4 very strong pitchers. And Jordan Montgomery is probably going to end up being another free agent. Not that saying we have to go that route, but we're going to have a lot. This is going to be the offseason of pitchers next season. If you thought this last season was this last offseason was interesting, this next one is going to be super, super interesting for pitching. And that's exactly what we need. Especially as we're expected, and we better extend Soto. we better. There's no negotiating around that. But that would be a crazy offseason because not only are the Yankees in on Roki, we gotta extend or sign Soto, and a lot of people want to bring back Glaber. I know I'm always finding a way to bring him up in every video. I love Glaber, but with all these high price free agents coming in, and the Yankees projected to be linked to them and wanting to sign them, it seems a little less likely that the Yankees are going to want to go for Glaber. Again, Glaber says he's willing to take a hometown discount. How much of a discount is that going to be? It's going to be something the Yankees are going to want to do. It's going to be interesting also to break down who are going to be coming off the books for the Yankees. There's going to be a few. It's just a lot to kind of break down and go into, but let me know again what you guys think. And if you liked today's episode, please make sure you subscribe down below. It'll truly mean the world. Check out what YouTube suggests will be a great video for you. And also, The Martian wants you to subscribe. Judge wants you to subscribe, so make sure you do. And until next time, peace and be blessed.